Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my last video I posted was an in-depth review and demo on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. But I know the Fenty Beauty foundation didn't come out too long before that, and I know a lot of you are contemplating which one to spend your money on, so that is where I'm going to help you out. I've also done an in-depth review on the Fenty Beauty foundation as well, so I will link both of those videos for you in this video and in the description box in case you want to check the in-depth review out. But in this video, I'm basically just going to do like a comparison. So I've got notes, so it's just going to be an easy and quick roundup of both the products and a straight comparison, and that way you're able to decide where you'd like to spend your moolah girl, and I'll let you know which one I prefer. Also, just before I jump straight into this, I just want to say in my Faux Filter foundation review I mentioned that the shade that I was in the foundation was a mix of two shades. Now please bear in mind the foundation had only been out for a couple of days, and I'd gone into the store and the lady had matched me wrong, I think it was twice. So yeah, it was a bit of a trek for me to keep going back and still try the product out properly to give you an honest and in-depth review. So I'm so sorry that I'm so sorry that I got the shade wrong. Those two shades mixed together still perfectly work for me, but I've now managed to find one shade from the Faux Filter foundation that does actually work. So the shade Baklava is actually much better for my skin tone. I know so many of you guys recommended that to me as well, so thank you so much for helping me out. It's a golden foundation with a neutral undertone, but still golden undertones as well, which is why it's 340G, G standing for golden. The shade does actually go on very light and very ashy, and I remember when I did try it in store, it went on and it did look way too pale and it looked ashy on my skin, and then under those department store lights it looked even worse, which is why I didn't pick it up. But yeah, since then I've obviously got to try it a little bit more, and I find that once it warms up, the ashiness goes, those golden tones start coming through, and it actually warms up to the skin and it looks a lot better. But I must say, it does oxidize slightly further throughout the day, so it does end up looking a little bit darker than your actual skin tone, but it's nothing too major, nothing too, you know, like, oh my god, I look like a different race. It still looks okay and I can still get away with it, but I'm so glad I've been able to find one shade from the foundation range that I can just pick up and use now. If you're about my skin tone, which is in MAC reference, I'm an NC42, then Baklava is going to be the shade for you. Right, so I'm going to jump straight in with comparing Fenty Beauty and Huda Beauty. So let's start off with an all-important factor of price. So Fenty Beauty is priced at £26 and Huda Beauty Faux Filter is priced at £32. For £26 with Fenty Beauty, you are getting 32 mils of product, and with Huda Beauty for £32, you are getting 35 mils of product. Again, for £26, the Fenty Beauty foundation comes in this really beautiful frosted glass bottle with a nice pump, and the Huda Beauty for £32 comes in a plastic bottle, but also with a very nice pump. The Fenty Beauty foundation comes in a whopping 40 shades. Yeah, that's right, 40 shades. And the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation comes in 30 shades, which isn't bad at all. But Riri's making it look bad because Riri's got the 10 extra shades. But really 30 is not bad for your first foundation line. In terms of finish, the Fenty Beauty claims to have a soft matte finish and the Huda Beauty has a demi-matte finish. I would say that both of them aren't amazing for dry skin. You can still use it, it's just how you use it. You have to make sure you moisturize, also use a moisturizing primer. It's how you prep your skin to make products like this work for you. But if you were just going to go ahead and use this foundation and you had dry skin, it's not going to be the best for you. If you've got an oilier skin, it's going to work much nicer. However, I do think the Fenty Beauty works a little bit better for oily skin rather than the Huda Beauty foundation. This still isn't bad, but if I had to choose one for an oily skin, it would be Fenty. They both claim to be a full coverage foundation, but if I'm honest with you, I would have to say that the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation is a little bit more full coverage than the Fenty. This one is slightly more runny and you can build it up a little bit more, whereas this is a bit of a thicker cream. It's still really beautiful to apply, really easy to blend, even though it's thicker, but it's just a bit more full coverage. But this you can totally get to full coverage. In terms of wearability, they both claim to be long lasting, and I definitely do agree. They are both very long lasting. I'm actually wearing this Huda Beauty in Baklava right now, and I've had this on since 4 o'clock and it's now 10 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, as you can see, it's on. It's pretty much on. There's no separation or anything like that. It's on, and I've not had a bad experience with Fenty Beauty not lasting either. So that I would say that they both have a good long wear time. Just touching on shades again, I'm shade 300 in Fenty Beauty. I'm shade 340G Baklava. I hope I'm saying it right. Someone's gonna tell me I'm not. But yeah, basically I'm that shade. However, both of these foundations do oxidize. I would say the Huda Beauty one is a little bit more guilty for oxidizing. It definitely does oxidize quite quickly once it goes onto the skin, and then it kind of settles and stays the same shade, and then later on it does get a little bit darker, I feel, but it's not like a huge jump in shade, because once it oxidizes the first time, that's kind of where it's gonna be, if that makes sense. Whereas the Fenty Beauty foundation, this one, it kind of sets on your skin once it's dry to a slightly darker color, but then it doesn't change color throughout the day at all. And then another little thing that I'd love to mention is the Fenty Beauty foundation has no smell to it whatsoever, and the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation does have a perfume smell to it. Now that I've used it quite a few times, I've gotten used to it and I don't mind it too much, but still I do prefer a foundation without a perfume smell. But yeah, it's not a bad smell. It's a really nice smell. It's just I prefer my foundations not to have it, but again, it's no big deal. Now, if I had to pick one, I really have struggled with this all day. All day I've been like, what am I going to say at the end of my video? Like, what am I going to say? Which one am I going to choose? Because I do really love both of them. And another thing is they both work really beautifully together as well. So just in case you do end up getting both, they work really nicely together if you mix them also. It's just a really nice finish. This is hard. It's really hard. In terms of price point, and shade, I'd probably get Fenty Beauty again, but saying that, I have nothing against Huda Beauty. Now I've found my shade. That's probably such a rubbish conclusion, because you're like, Anjul, you've not picked one. But yeah, if I had to pick one because of price and what you're getting for the price, it would be Fenty. That's what I'm saying. If you've got a little bit extra money to stretch and you want more of a demi-matte finish, and you don't mind your foundation oxidizing slightly once you found your right shade, then this is a beautiful foundation. I'm really trying to help. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know which one you're picking in this war of Fenty versus Huda. Whose side are you on? Whose team are you clapping for? Which one are you picking? Which one have you bought already? If you've got both, which one do you prefer? Let me know. Let everyone else know. Help someone else make their decision. Leave it down below in the comment section. If you want more foundation comparison videos, then give this video a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what foundations you'd like me to compare. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. We're so close to getting to 100k on my channel, and it's all thanks to you guys. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. Everything will be down below for you. I hope this video has helped you out, and thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.